what do we have here? Welcome back to Old Rivers Farm YouTube channel. Got something very unexpected and very new today on the channel. I guess just kind of to give everybody some kind of backstory on what I'm doing here. So I got my wheat in the ground. Today's December 15th. So I got some oats left to put in yet. So I have my neighbor, lives about a mile down the road. He's got, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 head of beef cattle. He owns some row crop land that he rents out. Well, he gave me a call yesterday, said that the guy that has been renting it from him was not going to be able to rent it anymore. He wanted to know, he used to row crop, would I be interested in planting the field that I'm in now, which is 72 acres. Would I be interested in doing it on halves? And the deal was, we'll split the seed, split the fertilizer, split the fuel, split the labor. As long as we use my tractor, this is his disc and his drill. Both are in pretty good shape. So it's a mile from the house. We're planting rye, winter rye, cereal rye, whatever you want to call it. We call it winter rye. And look at this field, guys. It's huge. Biggest field that I've ever personally planted in. It is huge. It's pretty sandy. You can kind of see here. It's pretty sandy. And yes, they had a cotton crop out here this fall. So we thought about disking it up with my John Deere 220 disc and then coming in here and planting it with my drill and his drill. But some of these cotton stalks are literally knee high, and I mean, look at the job it's doing. I mean, it's not like 100% perfect, but look at this. I mean, it's hard to just kind of see here on the phone, but it's doing a good job. Now out towards the middle of the field, the stalks get a little better. They're kind of waist high, but it's a field that rye will do really well on. Matter of fact, he actually had a crop of rye out here, crop of winter rye out here in 2013 that made around 38 bushels to the acre, which is kind of unheard of around here for cereal rye. Most everybody's around that 25 to maybe 30 range. So it's a little later planted. Would have been great to have it in, you know, around Thanksgiving, but we still have plenty of season left. So let's take a look at kind of what we have rigged up here. But yeah, 72 acres. Got the trusty 46. He's got a John Deere, I believe this is a 210 disc harrow with just a pipe drag on it. This thing's doing pretty good. Discs are kind of small on it, but it's still throwing this sandy dirt really well, chopping up the cotton stalks real nice. And then we have the John Deere 8300 grain drill. And what we're doing is we're not using the cylinder. We just put that on there and, you know, just letting it ride. We put it at the depth we want to. We'll come up and clean our ends. You waste a little bit of seed like that. I mean, I wouldn't say you waste it, but where you're turning around at, you know, you're putting down a little, half of the seed, because one tire usually when you turn is not turning. So the seed we found is a year old, but the last time it was tested, which would have been in the, let's see, last fall, it was 83% on the germination, which is actually pretty good for rye, winter rye. So we got this seed at a really good price, and it is treated with well, actually I don't even remember, but here it is. That is winter rye seed. So we're putting 100 pounds to the acre of this stuff. Kind of aiming to try to get around a 70 to 75 pounds of actual, you know, good seed per acre. So that's a look at it. Kind of looks like wheat, like kind of, you know, longer than wheat. Kind of looks like a shriveled up big wheat kernel or something. Yeah, so we're pulling it at the same time, and I think this is going to work out well. We've been working on this for not even a day, really. We took all yesterday to get it hooked up. We went and got the seed. We got all the, you know, just the logistical stuff done yesterday, and I think we made 2 or 3 passes. It's going good. You just follow the rows, and I mean, yeah. But honestly, I think this is the way to do it, because if we would have brought the disc out here, if I would have brought the disc out here, he doesn't have a tractor right now that would pull this disc behind us. But if I was to bring my disc out here, I mean, it would just be another couple of days behind on getting it put in. So we just decided to do this, and I think it was the right move. So let's keep going here, and passes are really long. Like I say, this is the biggest field I've ever planted. The biggest field I currently have is 13 acres. Even though I did just pick up a field that is 22 acres, so that'll be my new biggest field. But this is the biggest field I've ever planted. It takes forever to get down a row. Fields this size in my county are a little rare. You see a lot of, there's some 40 and 50 acre fields, but fields this size are pretty rare. See, it drags a little bit. Lift up cylinder there. The disc is a little temperamental sometimes. There's a little bit of a wet ground right there. Wonder what's going on here. Why they didn't pick this. I didn't know if that was a wet spot, so I just kind of went around and go around it, but kind of cheated over a little bit there. And then this is the only wash in the whole field. It just washes out right there. But anyways, the disc and the cylinder is being a little temperamental. Again, I've never run this disc in my life, but the tractor's full on fluid, everything's working. It's just sometimes it won't lift it up all the way. Not sure what's going on there, but it seems like maybe every other pass or something it tries to drag on you. I'm sorry, it's not, probably a little shaky. Trying to film and run my rows here. But yeah, we're just put one tire in one row, one in the other. Roll with it. Gonna run tonight. We're over halfway done. But I'm going to run tonight and try to finish this up. He ran it, basically most of that there. I just got on here maybe about 30 minutes ago. I've been running around getting seed, fuel, and all that. We went and got some more seed. guess the plan is try to get this up and out of the ground. We're supposed to get rain tonight, so we're gonna try to bust it out here tonight. But we're gonna throw some liquid nitrogen on it some point this winter. Spray it with 2,4-D at some point this winter, and that's basically it. And then just wait till it's ready to combine. You can see, I mean, it's disking up that cotton really well. It is kind of shorter cotton. I mean, over there you can see it gets a little thicker. But yeah, I mean, look at that. That looks pretty good. We just felt like it really didn't warrant a second pass with a disc. I mean, as good as it's doing here, I think it's doing pretty dang good. Yep, so I'll see if I get some more footage here. Unfortunately, I mean, I've been lacking on trying to get I was gonna try to get some action shots. Usually the person that does that is my brother. He's at college. It's starting to drag right there. But he's in college, he's at college right now. So I don't have anybody to film at the moment, but yeah. Just gonna do what I can do here. It's kind of the race is on to try to the wheat's in. Basically, yesterday, just doing it again. Well, really today. 15th is about the latest here you can plant wheat. And if you plant on the 15th, you got to plant an earlier variety. And then winter rye, you can plant until about the 1st of January. And oats January 15th to make a profitable yield. So I'm about to knock this out. He's coming over here, gonna run it for a little while I go home and feed cattle. He's feeding his cattle right now. So we just gonna trade back. I'm gonna go feed my cattle. Probably run and get some more fuel. And I'm gonna come back and finish the end rows and whatever's left tonight. I think we got about 5 hours till dark. We're gonna be really close on finishing it tonight, but I'm about to go ahead and find a podcast and listen. Yeah, I guess if anybody wants to comment what's your favorite podcast to listen to while you're farming, or you're on the tractor, leave it in the comments. For me, my go-to is always Ag PhD Radio. Might as well learn something while you're working. Those guys are really smart guys, and what they're saying applies to any crop. So I would recommend, if you haven't, disc ain't going all the way up. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. That one, and then AgriTalk, and then there's AgriTalk PM. Used to be called Market Rally. That's a good one. Sometimes it gets a little too political, So it just depends, but Real Ag Radio, that's a good one I listen to. It's a Canadian-based one. I mean, there's a lot, but if there's any out there that I haven't, that y'all are listening to that maybe I'd like, just leave it in the comments. Yeah, there's several podcasts. I'm trying to remember them right now, but mostly it's AgriTalk, AgriTalk PM, and Real Ag Radio, and Ag PhD Radio. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Today's December 15th, and we're planting rye. I had no plans of planting rye this year. No plans. The only time I've ever planted winter rye, I planted winter rye a couple years back. I want to say maybe, I'm going to go with 2016 or 2017. I planted 2.5 acres of winter rye for seed. Sorry, it's dragging again. I guess I'm going too deep with it, maybe. Anyways, I'm trying to hurry up for this video reaches 20 minutes. I planted I think it was like 2 or 2.5 acres of winter rye, and I planted it on January 3rd, which is basically the last day or so you can plant winter rye, and it actually makes seed. And I remember it that year because I combined about 1.5 acres of it, had a bad asthma attack, and had to go in the hospital for a couple of days. And the guy that actually I'm going in on has with this rye, he came and combined the other probably acre of it for me. And I think when I got out of the hospital and came home, I figured it was so, so late in the year to be planting, winter rye. I thought maybe 8, 9, maybe 10 bushels to the acre. Well, it averaged up to be around 17 bushels to the acre. I was really happy with that. So hopefully planting about 15 days earlier. This is kind of some of the similar ground. Hopefully, I guess our yield goal out here is, we're kind of talking about it. Our yield goal is going to be 20, but 25 would really be nice. Winter rye is bringing good money in Georgia right now as seed. As a lot of people are growing for grazing for their cattle, as well as cover crops. So there is a big need for it. So, all right, that's 20 minutes. Some of this ground seems to be a little bit on the wet side, so I better get off here before I get stuck. Maybe it's not too bad. It's mostly sand, but they did rip it, subsoil it, so it is actually really still soft ground where they strip tilled it. They strip tilled this cotton. They come in and burned it down in the spring, and then just came in and just planted it without any tillage except for the shank. So, all right, thank you guys. guys for watching. I'll keep everybody updated on this. If I get time here, I got to run around and do videos of the oats that are up. My rye that I've planted for grazing is up, and the wheat should be up here probably first of next week. So thank you guys for watching. Comment your favorite agricultural podcast, and everybody have a good and safe Christmas holiday. I don't know when I'm going to get this video up, but it's probably going to be a little while. So everybody stay safe, especially if you're farming in the fields. Be safe. See ya.